here is the entity that is stalking by helicopter, just as I stated. All the license plates, the tons of license plates that are documented at the intersection, under that which is not the sun at the intersection of Euclid and Hull. This is the pattern of conduct that is indeed stalking with the fake sun, which is the method of stalking with light, in the same way that this is engineered light, crossing and path conduct, and that entity is engaging in the pattern of conduct where the entity is stalking by helicopter. The P.O.C. of federal group stalking and monitoring is underway. And that's exactly what I documented. This is where Ontario Police were engaging in group stalking, as I document on my podcast, right here in alignment at the Mestizo Cafe, stalking in the path with light. The people of the state are patrolling, just as I was standing at the intersection reading their license plates, monitoring with that government that's stalking by helicopter. This is seconds after I just documented on my podcast at 8:32 p.m. It's 8:39 p.m., okay? Moments after the entity is stalking by using sirens for audible activity. It's criminal summoning, all right? And then stalking by helicopter, alternating with amplified audible activity of the train. All of this is ongoing audible activity and relevant positioning in engineered light, which is what this is, all right? This is P.O.C. You're seeing, first of all, you see these columns, this magnified size of these columns? They are going in this direction, all right? But you see them in a line across in light. This is directed light. This is engineer light, and in that light I've showed you what are my multiple shadows as well. That's group stalking by the same exact entity that engaged in what is criminal summoning today at the Fontana Lewis Library. And this entire environment then follows me with a fake sun, that entity that is a demon-possessed government actor stalking by helicopter in that same exact environment, monitoring, which is again the grounds of federal prison for this officer that placed his hands on me, a demon that is monitoring, group stalking, engaging in surveillance and terrorism, present pursuant to what is criminal summoning, and also monitoring with Stephanie Ortiz engaging in this criminal pattern of conduct at the Fontana Lewis Library, where that entity is in that specific environment under a fake sun, indirected light, stalking with the entity by helicopter, which I also documented at the Fontana Lewis Library yesterday at 6:36 p.m. It is one entity. They are monitoring together, and it is the P.O.C. It is 8:40 p.m., and that's the entity repeatedly pacing back and forth by helicopter, which I documented on my podcast at 8:32 p.m. P.O.C.